If you're a real estate agent who's been scrolling through different brokerage options on YouTube at 2 a.m., wondering if Real Broker is actually worth all the hype, you are definitely not alone. Look, I've been around the block. I've hung my license at traditional franchise offices and other big cloud-based brokerages. And I can tell you straight up, they are not all created equal. A lot has changed recently, including a pending agreement for Real Broker to buy REMAX to form a massive global network, and some newly announced corporate fee adjustments. So in this video, I'm giving you the updated, completely honest pros and cons of joining Real Broker in 2026. The good, the bad, and the stuff nobody ever puts in their Instagram captions. No fluff, no corporate spin, just a straight up breakdown so you can decide if Real is a smart move for your business or a hard pass. Let's go. All right, let's talk about the first pro, which is one of my personal favorites because I'm a total technology nerd. See, if you're going to be at a cloud-based brokerage, the software better be incredible. Real's reZEN app is basically mission control for your entire real estate business, right on your phone. See, I can track my active transactions, pull up contract documents, handle electronic signatures, communicate with my local broker team, check my cap status in real time, and a whole lot more, all from the reZEN app. But where it really shines is the built-in financial tech. See, inside the app, we have Real Wallet, which gives you a full business checking account with 0 credit checks. You can completely automate your tax planning. So for example, I have mine set up to automatically transfer 30% of every commission check or revenue share payment straight into a separate tax account before it ever hits my main spending account. So it completely takes the stress out of tax season. Plus, you literally earn reward points just for letting your tax money sit there. When you combine those with the points you get from swiping your business debit card for everyday expenses like gas, marketing, food, you can apply those points inside reZEN to completely wipe out your upcoming brokerage transaction fees. Now, compared to other setups where you're logging into 5 different legacy websites that don't talk to each other, Real's technology feels like a modern smartphone while everyone else is still using a flip phone. Pro number 2 is the simple economics. Real Broker operates on an 85-15 commission split with a low annual cap of $12,000. The exact moment you pay that $12K into the brokerage from your deals, you now keep 100% of your commission checks for the rest of your anniversary year. Now let's get completely ahead of the news and talk about a few fee updates Real Broker just announced that's taking effect September 1st of 2026. See, because the company is growing and scaling so fast, they are adjusting a few numbers to fund continuous technology engineering. The annual brokerage fee is moving to $900 a year. But here is the crucial part. It's split up and only taken out of your first 3 closed deals of the year, which comes out to $300 at a time. So if you have a slow month or take time off, you don't pay Real a penny. The per transaction compliance and broker review fee is also moving to $50. But look at what is not changing. There are still 0 monthly desk fees and 0 mandatory monthly tech bills. At other traditional or cloud brokerages, they are charging you $100 to $200 every single month just to be there. At Real, if you don't close a deal in January, you don't get a bill in January. Your expenses only scale when your business is actively making money. Pro number 3 is moving away from just chasing the next commission check and actually building a real asset. What do I mean? See, Real Broker handles equity completely different than anyone else in the game. Instead of just giving you a plaque or a trophy, you have 6 distinct ways to accumulate company stock awards traded publicly on NASDAQ under the ticker symbol REAX. Number 1 is the stock purchase plan. You can choose to opt in and set aside a percentage of your commission straight from your deals to buy company stock. Before you cap, the app automatically invests 5% of your net commission into shares. And after you cap, that moves to 10% up to a maximum contribution limit. These shares are handled as restricted stock units with a simple 1-year vesting period. Number 2 goes hand in hand with number 1, the stock purchase plan bonus incentives. Every single time you contribute your own money to buy shares, Real Broker hands you completely free bonus stock on top of your investment. Before you cap, the brokerage gives you an extra 10% stock bonus. And after you cap, they give you a 15% bonus match. It's an immediate free accelerator to grow your equity pool while you do your normal day-to-day business. Number 3 is the stock award for capping. The exact moment your transactions pay in your $12,000 annual cap, it automatically triggers a production reward, and the company grants you 150 shares of stock as a milestone bonus. These capping awards have a standard 3-year vesting layout. Number 4 is the Elite Agent Production Award for high volume producers. To unlock this milestone after you cap, you just need to meet one of 2 additional benchmarks during your anniversary year. So you either close enough volume to pay $6,000 in post-cap transaction fees, or hit a minimum of $500,000 in GCI with at least 10 completed transactions at or above $1 million. Now, the moment you cross that finish line, the Elite Stock Award triggers. Now, with the upcoming September 1st, 2026 updates, this award is adjusting to $12,000 to match your annual cap dollar for dollar. So essentially, Real Broker hands you your entire 12K cap right back to you in stock equity, instead of a plaque or a trophy, making you a true stakeholder in the company. And to balance that change out, the exact moment you hit Elite, your post-cap transaction fee is dropping from $129 down to a flat $100 per deal, keeping more immediate cash flow in your pocket. Number 5 is the Elite Agent Cultural Award. So once you achieve Elite status, you unlock the opportunity to earn an additional $8,000 in stock awards by giving back to the agent community and teaching educational classes inside of Real Academy. When you pair this with your production award, top producers have the potential to secure $20,000 in total annual milestone equity. And number 6 is attracting shares. Whenever you introduce another producing agent to the firm and that agent closes their very first qualified sale transaction, which meets the minimum GCI, Real Broker rewards you with 75 shares to thank you for helping grow the global network organically. Beyond this 6-tier equity stack, Real gives you ways to leverage other pieces of the transaction, like the One Real Originate program, where you can compliantly participate on the mortgage side and earn an extra cut on your own deals. On top of that, you have your monthly revenue share streams for long-term passive income, which pays you a percentage of the company dollar up to 5 tiers deep. Now, one operational update to note for September 1st, 2026. To receive your monthly revenue share checks, they must be deposited directly into your Real Wallet business checking account. This keeps back-end processing costs low for the company and gives you instant access to all those banking rewards we talked about earlier. Pro number 4 is the community and the culture here. A lot of people assume that hanging your license at a cloud brokerage means you're going to be completely lonely. It's actually the exact opposite here. See, Real Broker hosts over 40 live training sessions every single week in Real Academy. Everything from tactical masterminds and role plays to tech walkthroughs. Now, because the model rewards agents through revenue share and stock ownership, when the whole company wins, the culture is incredibly collaborative, not competitive. I've built deeper business relationships with agents across the country through our internal networks than I ever did walking into a traditional office and awkwardly nodding at people in the break room. All right. Let's talk about the not so glamorous side, the cons. Because let's be real. No brokerage is perfect, and anyone telling you otherwise is drinking the corporate Kool-Aid. Con number 1, if you are someone who absolutely needs a traditional office setup, a cubicle with your name on it, and the smell of the copier to feel like you're actually getting work done, Real may not be the fit for you. There are no franchise-owned traditional brick-and-mortar offices here. Me personally, I use my home office, local coffee shops, and conference rooms of my local title, lending, or real estate attorney partners when I need to meet clients in person. But if you want a dedicated corporate desk, just know that at a traditional office, you are paying a massive premium in higher splits and monthly fees just to keep those lights on. Con number 2, you have to be self-motivated. With total freedom comes total responsibility. There is no managing broker breathing down your neck here or tracking your clock and hours. If you are in the type to hold yourself accountable, the cloud setup can feel a little too free. But if you are self-driven, this model gives you the ultimate space to thrive. Now, if you do want or need that extra layer of structure and accountability, you aren't just left out on an island. You have the option to partner up directly with an official Real Broker mentor, or you can look into joining one of the several hundred Real Broker teams already operating within the company. It's a great way to tap into built-in support, masterminds, and local culture while still keeping all the low overhead financial upside of the cloud model. Con number 3, the tech learning curve. While the core reZEN app is incredibly simple to use daily, Real also gives you optional access to heavy-duty client management tools like the lofty CRM. If you want to nerd out and build massive automated funnels, it can get a little technical. The good news is you don't have to use every single bell and whistle to succeed, and the company has endless training paths to help you get it dialed in. Now, in my past reviews, I've always listed brand recognition as a con because Real was the younger, lesser-known name compared to the giants. But that conversation is completely shifting. With Real signing a pending agreement to buy REMAX, we are now looking at the potential birth of a hybrid powerhouse. Now, even though it's a proposed deal still working through standard regulatory steps and shareholder votes, it signals exactly where the market is heading. It combines global legacy brand recognition with Real's ultra-lean cloud technology. So while the details get finalized, the old argument that nobody has heard of Real is pretty much off the table. It shows you the massive scale this company is playing at. So is Real Broker a fit for your business? Ask yourself a few simple questions. Do I want to keep more of my hard-earned commission checks? Or do I really need to fund a physical branch office? Do I want to build true wealth through corporate stock awards, a retirement plan, and multiple streams of income? Can I thrive in a flexible, tech-driven environment where I am the boss of my own daily calendar? If your answer is yes, then Real might be the exact move you've been looking for. See, at the end of the day, you run an independent business. A lot of agents don't realize that. So stop making major financial moves based on corporate loyalty and look at the actual numbers. Click the link in the description and use my interactive Real Broker commission calculator. Plug in your actual trailing 12-month transaction history and see the exact dollar-for-dollar difference in your take-home pay. Then book a private zero-pressure chat on my calendar so we can look at your data together. No sales pitch, no hype. Just 2 active agents talking strategy and looking at how to position your business to earn more for doing the same. And as always, remember, work hard and be kind.